I became blind at the age of 16. The darkness crept in, slowly at first, but swiftly at the end, encroaching and attacking me with the alarming fire of a sudden bout of diarrhea. The signs seemed clear to me now, always being tired, many different tests. Still, I don't know how it could have been prevented. That doctor was full of shit. So I holed myself up and accepted my so-called fate, like the day I took the SAT and didn't study. The ice inside my stomach was impenetrable. There was nothing I could say, nothing that doctor could give me that would help. I didn't leave my bed, but instead became one with the Tempur-Pedic. The lights stayed off. There was no need for them. The inside of my head was dark enough. I often found solace in a big bag of Lay's salt and vinegar potato chips, knowing that no one was going to need to smell my breath afterwards. This disease destroyed my desire for anything that had made me happy. My sister once compared my sulking to Harry Potter's girly, altruistic bitch fits. I used to wonder, if I drank a cup of Polyjuice potion, would I be able to see the way someone else could? I couldn't even appreciate the top muscles of a buff Taylor Lautner, or a cleverly incorporated poop joke. And then I had a dream. It might have been the consequence of sleeping cat-like 18 hours a day and the consumption of not one, but 2 bags of Lay's, but I think of it as a sign. In it, my grandfather stood before me. The long grasses of western North Dakota circled around his legs, and about 10 yards away, a tree was rooted on the bank of a creek. A swing hung from a high branch, just as I remembered it. The sun shone brightly, too brightly, to the point where my eyes started to water and squint, the after effects of too much darkness. My grandfather faced me, a faded image of 1940s German fashion. He looked young. He looked like my father. But the red armband and the officer's uniform spoiled the handsome appearance. This man, this image that I learned to hate, I hated to love. The ice in my stomach grew colder. He smiled slightly and nodded to the swing. I took a seat on the wooden plank, clutching the rope in my hands, just like I used to, when both grandfather and his little house stood on the hill. Those were long gone now. The young grandfather began to push me, in the outfit of his past, gently, like he used to. "You know, granddaughter, the world is not as vile as you imagine it," he said softly. "If you would see, you could witness the struggle of man to survive. Forgive those who have wronged, my dear, for every decision is a battle for your place and your identity. Make your decision, granddaughter. Fight for your struggle to survive." The stagnant ice inside my stomach was beginning to melt, something none of those prescriptions had remotely helped me with. Having 2 years been trapped and repressed, my body sank lower and lower into the warmth of the day and the beauty of the land. And I opened my eyes, and I began to see.